Hi guys, it's Ed, back again. I've been playing with this concept here over the past few days, and I've gone back to a larger time frame, but I had a problem with doing a larger time frame. Okay, but where are you going to do your entries? You know, so I came across the bright idea, the bright idea of going, well, why don't I project the larger time frame stuff like a 4-hour chart? Here's a 4-hour chart for you. You know, a 4-hour chart right there. How about if I project that, 4-hour chart? Here's my candles and stuff and levels and all this kind of stuff here onto a small range chart. Okay. The reason I use range chart is that I have an indicator here that will tell me when you're in chop right here. Say, for example, when you're in chop, here's a move up. And right up here, I was, why would I go long? I was going long right into value area high right there. Value area high was up here at that point. So why would I buy right into value area high, right? So value area high moved down, boom, I shorted it right there. I did a reversal because I bought down here. And value area low was down here. Value area high, value area low, value area high. Bounced right up here. And that was about the time I kind of fell asleep. Anyway, so, if you weren't looking at value area high, here's where it came out of that choppy candle right there. Okay. And then boom, just started down, just started sell. Okay. Right here is where value area low was on the 4-hour chart that's projected across. There's Globex low. There's value area low. Okay. Bounced there, came back up a little bit, started getting into chop, came right back down, right? Double bottom, value area low, and boom, up. Okay. Now we're getting a little bit of chop here. Okay. So I'm watching this thing. It broke to the upside. A little bit of chop there. Here's a pullback. Okay. And that was probably to grab people's stops. And then all the way up here, now we get a bunch of chop again. Where's value area high? We're trading right into value area high, right there. Right? So as value area high was not up here. As value area, the second, I think it was the second bar, value area high came back right up here, moved down, it traded up. You see this chop, but it's not able to push above value area high. So what did I do? Boom! I reversed the trade right there. I lost a tick either side. So what? And then it's coming back down. Now, the measured move, the projection is down here at 74, geek 77, something like that. So that's what I'm expecting. Now, if you hadn't caught that, here's a couple right here where you have order flow at daily VWAP. You can see that buying exhaustion at the daily VWAP. Here's another one right at daily VWAP, and these are chop candles, right? So chop, and then the break right there. Okay, you got to have your stop up here because this candle was like one stop above this one, taking out stops and then coming back down. So I expected to come down here. At least value area low, unless value area low works its way up. Anyway, that's the evening's trading. Just watching the balance between the value area lows and value area high projected off that 4-hour chart. Let's go back through the. I wanted to show you guys something. I have bar time duration down here. I've been playing with a bunch of other stuff here, but here's bar time duration. See what that bar time duration was? All of a sudden, that thing jumped up. Right on that green candle. Well, that green candle, man, that thing, that's a 3.5 point range chart. Okay, that green candle went up there, but there's it just sat there. It just went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. There's nothing there. I mean, there was a lot of time spent at that level on that candle, but it didn't go anywhere. Why? Well, duh, you're just trading right up against value area high, and there's, people, every time they pushed it up, the sellers were coming in, okay, fine, yeah, you want to buy it? Not a problem, I'll sell to you. Sure, absolutely. And then the sellers overwhelmed the buyers. Buyers gave up, boom, and we came back down. Okay, so I'm looking at this bar time duration as an indication of you're spending a lot of time here. There's something going on in that bar, right? So you're either going to, it's a green bar, okay? So you're either going to break out to the upside, doubtful, or you're going to reverse it. And that's exactly what happened. They pushed it up, closed that bar. Here's your white bar here. Here's your consolidation bar. And then, boom, you could have taken it at the top of that bar, right up anywhere up in here, or, boom, taken it as it broke through the bottom bar here, okay? Now, I'm going to go over to a 4-hour chart real quick here. I just wanted to show you guys that. There's one right there. Okay, see that little spike there, the bar time duration. Spent a little bit more time there, and what happened? It pushed up there, spent a little bit of time. The sellers are coming in. Fine, I'm selling to you here. I'm selling to you here. Cool. Okay, and then it came down. Okay, we're looking at here's another spike right there, right? On that bar time duration was a little high on that guy. Okay, so what are we looking at? Right there, trading right into daily VWAP. So what are you going to do at daily VWAP? You already hit value area high up here. You're going into daily VWAP. Somebody's selling right there, and you spend a lot of time trying to push that up. Still selling, and then there's your retest selling there. Now, let's go. I want to go to the 4-hour chart. Here's my 4-hour chart, and I've got naked VPOCs on here, which are projected on the other chart. I don't have them showing here because I don't look at this chart a lot. I will look at it, but not a tremendous amount. Okay, now what I want to show you guys is right here, okay, on this red bar, okay, there's a cyan line like there is right there. There's a cyan line right there. That's the 50% of this bar right here, okay, this 4-hour bar. So if you get order flow here at that bar, there's my buying exhaustion at that 50% line. What do you think is going to happen? Boom. We're going to come down. And what's the projection? The projection would be, for example, as you clear that, the projection would be that 50% there and then right down in this area. Okay. Now, looking at earlier in the day, okay, see where we've got that order flow down here, and then we've got a VPOC right down here. Okay, there's my volume point of control. So I would expect it to come back down in this area, that 74.70. No, that's 74.69, 74.69.25. I would expect it to come down into this area, pierce today's low. Okay, but hey, I'll take that measured move down to the upside or to the downside. Let's see what that was. So I want to put my there. Okay, so basically what we're doing is we're looking at that. There's my level right there. It will probably pierce today's low. Okay, so I would look at, say for example, down here, and then since we've come up here, here's value area low. What happened? What happens when we get significantly above value area low? There's significant value area low. There's a bunch of value area low there. Okay, came down. What happened? Came down. Boom, came down to it. Okay, and then we made a new value area low here. But you're see the market. the market eventually will come down. It reacted there. It reacted there to value area low. It reacted to pinned off value area low and went back up. Okay? Now, here's my value area low, 74.1325 to 74.0725. I'm looking at a reaction down here, selling off, and then they'll buy it up. Okay? So that's what I'm looking at for tomorrow, and that's Friday. Yeah. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. See y'all later.